Hi, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah and I talk about all things bookish. So I'm coming at you today with a book haul. I bought some books from the work and I thought I would come and show you what I've got. So let's get into it. The first book that I bought is Belladona. This is by Adalyn Grace. There is two in this series, and this is the first one. I will read the blurb just in case you haven't seen it, but from what I can make out, it is a gothic romance. So yeah, I will read the back. So it says, orphaned as a child, Signa Farrow has been raised by a string of guardians, each more interested in her wealth than her well-being, and each has met an untimely end. Her only remaining relatives are the elusive Hawthorns, an eccentric family living at the Thorn Grove, an estate both glittering and gloomy. When a restless spirit appears claiming she was poisoned, Signa realises the Hawthorns could be in grave danger and enlists the help of a surely stable boy to hunt down the killer. But Signa's best chance of uncovering the murderer is an alliance with Death himself, and as the mystery unfurls, Signa realises their growing connection may be more irresistible than she dared to imagine. That sounds really good. I'm really excited to read that. So that's the first one. The second one that I bought was A Cruel Thirst. This is by Montoya. Now, I haven't seen anything about this book. As far as I can work out, it is a YA fantasy. So I'll read the back. So it says, love is at stake, so sharpen your blades. Carolina wants to join her family in hunting the bloodthirsty vampires that plague her village and prove she'll be a better slayer than a wife, so she vows to take down a monster herself, but then she runs into an irresistible vampire who challenges everything she's ever known. Then Layla was content leading a perfectly dull life until a vampire turned him. Now forced to flee his city and hungry for revenge, he heads towards where he believes the first vampire was made. Instead of finding a salvation, he collides with a beautiful young woman who'd gladly drive a dagger through his heart. Can her fist and his fangs stay focused long enough to triumph over their common enemy? So I'm still trying to get used to fantasy and still trying to get into it. I did say in 2025 that I wanted to read more standalone fantasies, so when I was browsing the shelves I came across this and thought I'd give it a go. So then we have Truth or Beard. This is a beautiful sprayed edge, but this is a romance. So this is about two identical twins, and they share, they share the same identical handsome face, but where Belle is outgoing and sociable, Dane is broody and reserved. That's why perpetually level-headed Jessica James has been in naive and unhealthy infatuation with Belle for most of her life, while Dane and Jessica have always been adversaries. She can't stand him and she's pretty sure he can't bear the sight of her. Okay. That sounds quite interesting. I love the cover and I love the side of it. So that's the third one. Then we have Spiral by Bal Khabra. Sorry if I've butchered that. But this is also a sprayed edge, and this is a hockey romance, an ice hockey romance. This is also from the author who wrote Collide. I've still not read that. It is on my Kindle and I do want to get around to reading it, but yeah. This is this? Yeah, so it's an ice hockey romance. I think, is she a skater? I think. So yeah, we have that one. The next one that we have is Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. This is also a sprayed edge. I still haven't read any of her books and I've got 3 sitting on my TBR cart. I really want to read them. This is quite a thin one compared to the rest of them. But this is about high school sweethearts Sarah and Caleb Linwood have always been a sure thing. For the past 17 years they have had each other's backs through all of life's up and downs. But Sarah has begun to wonder who she is without her other half. When she decides to take on a fundraiser in memory of her late mother, Sarah wants nothing more than to prove that she doesn't need Caleb's help to succeed. But the event fails and Caleb uninvitedly steps in to save the day. The rift that follows unearths a decade of grievances and doubts. Are they truly the same people they were when they got married at 19? Are they supposed to be? That sounds interesting. I really want to read some of her books, so I really need to get moving. Then the next one is The Crash by Freida. This is also a sprayed edge. This is about Tegan is 8 months pregnant, alone, and desperately wants to put her crumbling life in the rear view mirror. So she hits the road, not realising she's heading straight into a blizzard. Hours later, when Tegan is stranded in rural Maine with a dead car and broken ankle, she worries she's made a terrible mistake. Then a miracle occurs. She is rescued by a couple who offers her a room in their warm cabin until the snow clears. But something isn't right. Staying here may have been her most deadly mistake yet. I've seen so many books and so many reviews about this saying it is a 5-star read, so I'm super excited. I love reading Freida books. I think they're really easy and fast paced, and I can't wait to read that. So I'm super happy with that, with this book haul, especially the sprayed edges. So yeah, happy reading. I will add these to my TBR cart and hopefully we'll get around to them soon.